Good morning and happy Thanksgiving. This is 6th grade, session 10. Starting unit 3, looking at the early world of Genesis, getting into the Bible readings itself. Go ahead and read this, Introduction to Unit 3. And then looking at the 7 days of creation, just going by what you know already without using the Bible or any other resource, it's okay if you don't get everything right. What did God create on that day, and how did God create it? This can kind of show you what you know and maybe what you don't know. Just take some time thinking about that. Okay? Pause the video before and do that before you move on. Okay. Next, we're looking at the story of creation, and you can go ahead and read about the different days of creation and what God made. Just go ahead and reflect, answer the questions on the reading for all of these days. There's some interesting questions in here. What is the real purpose of the days of creation? Maybe you've heard the story many times, but what is the main point of it? It's maybe not as clear-cut as you first thought when you were a younger child. There's some deeper points, and this is not really a scientific book for how God did it. It was never intended to be that way from the beginning with the author of this. There's a different point to take. So, anyway, think about that. There's 7 days of creation, so it's a little bit of a longer section, okay? And then there's a psalm on the awesomeness of God. Go ahead and pray that, reflect on that, have some lectio divina on that you've learned how to do. Okay, and then 2 stories of creation, question mark. So Genesis 1 and 2, different stories of creation. You don't have a partner, but go ahead and let's look at some similarities and differences between Genesis 1 and 2. Put down what you think, pause the video, and then I'll go ahead and put down some of my thoughts as well. Okay, so some of my thoughts. God created all things in 7 days, and man is the highest creation, are some things in common. Differences. The second has more detail on the creation of man. You have the tree of life and knowledge. You have Adam and Eve themselves mentioned. So then looking at some more details. God made everything good out of nothing is a main idea. The author of Genesis 2 assumes you already know the macro or big picture view of creation. It tells you that more about God and how he works. We're looking at the first chapter of Genesis, the first creation story, and the second is really focused on Adam and Eve, looking at them being made in the image and likeness of God. Very clearly God breathing the life, the soul into the body. So that's some of the things I thought of. Some of the stuff you can kind of combine into the different boxes. Well, I hope that's helpful. I would enjoy seeing your thoughts as well. God bless you. Have a beautiful week.